Foley Pleasant. Cyfor Malta at 16's Barry Gerraghty. Exit Swinger at 10-1 chance Roddy Green. Turgenev and Russ Gerraghty at 25-1. Polyantus, Timmy Murphy's mount 33-1. It's time for a win for Ireland at 8-1. Ruby Walsh. His stable companion Kilolta Storm, David Casey at 33-1. Red Ark and Kenny Johnson at 14-1. David Dennis on Coracor at 20-1. At 33's Wave Rock and Rupert Wackley. Chiquelo, the favourite, 2-1. Tony McCoy, Mr. Baxter Basics at 16-1. Brian Crowley. And then the bottom three, Perfect Fellow and Jim Cullity, 6-1. Bat Swing, Norman Williamson at 33-1. And Risk Assessor and Liam Cooper at 16-1.
1 we have It's Time for a Win. On 12-1 we have Exit Swinger. On 14-1 we have Foley Pleasant and Red Ark. And it's 16-1 bar those.
Simon Holt.
Yes, away for the first major chase of the National Hunt season. Perfect Fellow on the right is just about the leader, going towards the first with Coracor alongside. Coracor possibly the first to pick up. Mr. Baxter Basics and Wave Rock away to the left in the headgear, the red jacket. Polyantus is prominent in a dark green top, followed by Foley Pleasant. Cyfor Malta on the extreme right taking that one. And then Red Ark, the favourite Chiquelo towards the back in these early stages. Pink colours, got red headgear, Risk Assessor as the back marker. On towards the third fence, Perfect Fellow, Coracor, they collide in mid-air. Followed by Foley Pleasant, the inside of Polyantus. And then Wave Rock, Red Ark on the outside then from Mr. Baxter Basics and Cyfor Malta and Kilolta Storm. Next is the grey Turgenev from It's Time for a Win in a green jacket towards the right of shot with Exit Swinger in the yellow sleeve jacket. Chiquelo is outside of these, and they're followed by Bat Swing and finally Risk Assessor. Beginning the turn left-handed at the far end of the course. On now towards fences 4 and 5. And it's Perfect Fellow from Coracor in second place. Foley Pleasant, last year's runner-up, is third. As they lift off at this next plain fence, Coracor landed ahead there. Chiquelo was distinctly ordinary at that, in last place now. The market leader. He'll have to pass 14 horses to win, and he needs to jump better than he did there. Coracor's over in front at the next. Is Coracor from Perfect Fellow. Wave Rock, Chiquelo went off the 2-1 favourite here. Coracor from Perfect Fellow. Wave Rock, Foley Pleasant on the inside in the hands of Robert Biddlecombe. And they're followed by Polyantus. Red Ark out wide from Cyfor Malta back on the inside then from Mr. Baxter Basics and Kilolta Storm and Turgenev on the wide outside. And then behind these, Exit Swinger back on the inside. It's Time for a Win. Chiquelo moves up a couple of places as they jump the next. They land safely. The back pair, Risk Assessor, and finally Bat Swing. The circuit to go in the Thomas Pink Gold Cup. And it's Coracor in the yellow and purple hoop jacket that leads from Perfect Fellow as they approach the next plain fence running uphill. This is the 7th of the 15 they've got to cross. Coracor, Perfect Fellow, Wave Rock, Red Ark, Polyantus and Foley Pleasant. And then behind these, Cyfor Malta on the inside of Mr. Baxter Basics and Kilolta Storm and Turgenev. It's Time for a Win. Chiquelo out wide of Bat Swing. Then Exit Swinger, one from last, and finally Risk Assessor. Downhill towards the next plain fence. Going a fair old clip now, and it's Coracor that leads towards this one. Perfect Fellow was very cumbersome and ponderous over that. Another mistake by Chiquelo, and McCoy's lost his left iron there, looking down, fiddling away, trying to get back in the saddle properly as they approach the water jump. Coracor's over in front. They're well grouped behind these. There's the favourite Chiquelo. He's not having an easy ride on Chiquelo. Quite a few silly little mistakes. Here's the next open ditch. Coracor met it very well at that. Chiquelo, another blunder there. And it's Coracor by 3 lengths to Perfect Fellow. Wave Rock is third. Then Turgenev moving up on the outside as they jump the next plain fence. Polyantus, a good jump up on the inside there. One has gone. Exit Swinger has unseated the rider at that. Roddy Green on the deck. Bat Swing at the back, so too Risk Assessor. As they run left-handed going up the hill towards the final open ditch. This is 4 out, and it's Coracor, Perfect Fellow, Wave Rock and Turgenev. Polyantus was next over. They are followed by Kilolta Storm and Cyfor Malta. Mr. Baxter Basics. Foley Pleasant driven along on the inside. Then it's Time for a Win. Risk Assessor. Chiquelo is right out of it at the moment. Top of the hill, and it's Coracor that makes a bold bid for home here in the hands of David Dennis. Kicks 3 lengths clear of Wave Rock. Then Perfect Fellow. Fellow, then Polyantis on the inside as Cyfor, Malta and Turgenev, back to Kilolta Storm, Risk Accessor on the outside, then Foley Pleasant and Mr. Baxter Basics. 3 out, Coracor from Wave Rock. Coracor skips over it well. Mistake Perfect Fellow. It's time for a win is down. Hampers Chiquelo, who's last. They run towards the second last, and it's Coracor. Polyantis on the right, Wave Rock in the red. Cyfor Malta coming there with a chance as well. Over the second last, Coracor chased by Cyfor Malta. Perfect Fellow is down. Risk Accessor was hampered. It's Coracor from Cyfor Malta. Cyfor Malta, the 1998 winner, gallops into the lead here. Chased by Polyantis now in second place for the Paul Nicholls team. Wave Rock and Coracor are third and fourth. They race for the final fence. Cyfor Malta in front. Barry Gerraghty here, challenged by Polyantis, and Timmy Murphy on the outside. Foot jump by the leader. It's Cyfor Malta. He's got 2 lengths. Can he hold on up the hill? Polyantis is chasing. There's a loose horse careering across the track. Cyfor Malta draws away. He won in 1998. It's Martin Pipe yet again in the Thomas Pink Gold Cup. Cyfor Malta wins it for the second time. Polyantis in second. Third Wave Rock, then Foley Pleasant rallying from Kilolta Storm and Mr. Baxter Basics. Coracor was next from Turgenev. Behind Turgenev, Risk Accessor and Red Arc well beaten. And they were the only finishers. Pulling up Batswing, pulling up to Chiquelo, back to school for Chiquelo. Cyfor Malta, a horse with a lot more experience, a 9-year-old, quite a feat of training. This horse was in the doldrums a little bit last season. Barry Gerraghty riding a double here.
Is the winner there by 7 lengths, with Barry Gerraghty from Polyantis at 25 to 1 in second place. Wave Rock at 16s in third. Chiquelo was returned favoured at 2s. They all ran.